This is like real artistic kind of stuff where I don't know if I'm gonna like any of the images. I certainly don't know if you're gonna like any of the images.
Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder.
Ocean. Loud waves, loud wind. It's kind of loud. Here I am. I'm at the ocean. I'm in wonderful La Jolla, California. It's not very sunny today. I have no idea if you can hear me. I kind of doubt it, to be honest. But I'm out here photographing birds. Like, there's some gulls right there. I would have photographed them if I wasn't talking to the camera. But I'm out here today. I was actually out here yesterday evening too, and we had a lovely sunset. And now I've been out this morning. We had a little rain. You can see there's a little bit of blue sky happening. And I've been out here shooting. I've shot a couple thousand images, and mostly what I've been doing is motion blur stuff. So I came out here, here's what I'm shooting with today. Don't ask. I'll get to that in a different video. But I came out here just to practice basically and have a good time. Anytime I'm in the area, I love to come to the ocean. I love the ocean, I love waves. I actually used to live in La Jolla a long time ago, and I love it here. So I was out in the desert getting ready for spring break with my kids, and I wanted to come out here and make some photos and just see the ocean, smell the ocean, all that kind of stuff. So here I am. I made a ton of photos. There are seals, sea lions, tons of different birds. There's pelicans and gulls. There's a few terns running around out here. I'm having a hard time tracking down the terns. I wish I could find the terns. I've seen them fly by, but I can't find where they're going. I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh, so, but what I ended up doing, for the most part, was shooting slow shutter speed motion blur stuff. So I kind of just shooting like sharp images of the gulls and the pelicans and the seals. I don't know, bored's the wrong word, but I wasn't feeling inspired by making sharp images of those subjects today. So I just changed gears and set a 20th of a second. And I've been shooting a 20th, like between a 10th and a 20th of a second for hours and hours and hours, and I'm having an absolute blast. So I've seen a few just on the back. I review once in a while the images to see how the blur is looking at that shutter speed. And I've seen a few images that look decent. So it's hard to tell on the screen, on the little camera screen, until I get on the big computer. But I've been having an absolute blast. So it's, I mentioned this before, it's a total low percentage game out here. I'm gonna shoot whatever, say 2,000 or 3,000 images out here, and I'll probably, if I come home with 2 or 3 images that I love, I'll be psyched about that. Because getting motion blur to work is kind of, it's a challenge. It's difficult, and you gotta get lucky, honestly. So that's what I'm trying to do out here. Whoa, the waves are coming to get me. But anyway, so that's the deal. I'm out here mostly doing motion blur, and I'm loving it. Just trying to pan with the birds, like these 2 pelicans zooming in across here, right? I could have totally blurred them out beautifully at a 20th of a second there. It would have been lovely. So anyway, I'm going to get back to doing a few more of these motion blur stuff, but just wanted to make a quick vlog out here today because I think it felt weird to make nice sharp images today, and I don't know why, but that's the way it felt. So I made a few and I wasn't loving it, so I just decided to go for motion blur. And I've had a much better time doing motion blur. I just hope I can get a couple of 2 or 3, 4 if I'm really lucky. Fun images would be awesome. So anyway, there are people coming and I get vlogger fright. So I'm going to stop vlogging. I'll check back in with you in a little bit. They're in a turn. I don't know where he went. I wish I could find him though. I cannot find the turns. Here's one thing to mention about the motion blur that I'm trying here. So the bird's wings in flight blurring can look really cool, obviously, but I think one of the important things that I've been trying to do today was to get an interesting textured background for the blur, like a plain blue sky or a plain gray sky just blurs out into this mush that has no texture and no character. And so I've been looking to try and get above the birds a little bit so that I have the ocean as the background to blur out, because with the waves and the light and the ripples in the water and everything, it gives this really awesome painterly kind of background when you're blurring, when you're panning across there at a 20th of a second. So to me, that texture and that character in the background is like everything. I have to have that. The motion blurred wings is cool too, but I definitely want that cool painterly textured background. So there are some places in the sky where the clouds will give some of that texture, but for the most part, I've been trying to shoot a little bit down on the birds so I can get the ocean as that cool painterly textured background. And it's working pretty well. So I'm looking for those opportunities where the birds are flying low and I'm maybe just, you know, up, I don't know how far, 10 or 15 feet above sea level here. And so that's an important thing that I've been trying to do today versus just having the wings blur with just a plain gray background. So little tip there. That's kind of the interesting texture and the interesting backgrounds that you're going to see, hopefully, in some of the photos that turn out. Okay, I'm going to get back after it. lovely La Jolla. Hey, if any of you own one of those houses and want to, like, you know, loan it to me for a few weeks, a year, that'd be awesome. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. It's much quieter over here. I don't know why I didn't do the whole video thing while I was here, because you can probably actually hear me now without the ocean crashing behind me. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. All done. I've got to delete thousands of images now, hopefully to find those 3 or 4, if I'm lucky, gems that are hidden in there. So anyway, I continued just doing what I was doing and tried to photograph like this cormorant coming by. That background right there would be super cool, nice and textured. When motion blur in there, it'd look really good. Maybe. So anyway, this is like real artistic kind of stuff where I don't know if I'm gonna like any of the images. I certainly don't know if you're gonna like any of the images, but trying something, trying to make something happen in, you know, just to do something different, because I wasn't feeling just sharp as a tack, high shutter speed bird portraits today. So I hope I got something good out of it. I hope you got some enjoyment out of it. And other than that, have a great day. It's great to be out here enjoying the ocean. It's still the middle of winter in Wyoming, of course. So it's nice to thaw out, even though today's a cool day. Yesterday was lovely. Tomorrow's going to be lovely. So have a great day. See you in the next video. Later.